You think you're alone. You think silence is just silence. But sometimes, silence has a voice. A soft, patient whisper that creeps into your mind when you're not looking. Tonight, you will hear it. I found the house by accident. Hidden behind overgrown weeds, its windows dark, uninviting. People say it's abandoned, but every so often, it seems alive. The door was cracked just enough for a shadow to slip through. I stepped inside, and the air changed. Thick, almost breathing, like the walls themselves were inhaling. At first, it was faint, a soft sigh from the corner of the room, barely audible. I told myself it was the wind, but the windows didn't move. The house seemed to hum, low and insistent. And then, it spoke. My name. Just once, quiet, like someone tasting the sound of it. I moved through the hallways, each step echoing like a warning. Shadows stretched along the walls, bending unnaturally as if reaching. I could feel eyes watching, not human, not alive, but aware. The whispers followed. Not just my name anymore. Words I didn't understand, syllables scraping the inside of my mind. I opened a door, and it wasn't the room I remembered. The floorboards groaned as if alive, the ceiling pressed down. I turned, and the hallway behind me had vanished. The house was rearranging itself. Every step forward led me deeper, yet further from the exit. They weren't whispers anymore. They were murmurs, a chorus of breath and teeth. I couldn't think straight. The sound got into my head, filling every quiet corner with something terrible, something waiting. I tried to block it, but it was inside me now. I could feel it moving, waiting. Then I saw it, or them. Tiny cracks in the plaster, and behind them, eyes. Watching, blinking in impossible synchronization. They weren't human. They weren't animal. They were something else. And the whispers, they were coming from them. From the walls themselves. I ran. Every hallway, every door, every shadow was watching, moving, whispering. I realized then, the house didn't want me to leave. It had waited a long time. The whispers became screams inside my skull, calling, mocking, feeding. And I knew, if I stopped running, I would become part of it. I found a window. I threw myself through it. The glass cut me, the cold night air stung, but I ran. Behind me, the house stood silent again, too quiet. I thought I was safe, but I could still hear it. A faint whisper riding the wind, promising it wasn't finished, that it never is. Back in my room, the quiet felt real. Finally, I thought, maybe it's over. But then, from the corner of my room, a whisper. My name, and the shadows in the corner. They were moving, not outside, not the house, here, inside. And I realized it followed me, always, waiting, patient. You think you're safe, don't you? You think you can escape the things that watch, that whisper, that wait. But some walls, some houses, never forget, and some whispers will never stop. If you hear it tonight, don't answer.